Good morning, guys. MWUSA Season 5, Episode 65. It is Thursday morning, and I am just leaving home early. I worked on some stuff this morning, some online stuff to make some money. Made about $100 or so, and I am just heading out. The plan was to go to a casino and play, and then do some meetings. I've got a ton of meetings today, 5. One of them coming up in about 3 minutes that I can do in the car, and then a bunch more. I got a call from, or a message from someone at the office saying that they need information to give to some auditors, or we're going to get a finding, okay? And that the person who was supposed to take care of it is out until next week, so they wanted me to take care of it. And I'm like, I have no idea what you're talking about. I wasn't part of this conversation. So they were insistent that it had to be done like right away. So I'm going to use this opportunity to go to the office, check in, work on this for about 20-30 minutes, and then leave, and that'll be my check-in for the week. And then I won't have to do it tomorrow. And then we'll do a couple meetings, and then head to a casino and try to make some money there. But overall, things have been tough. I mean, I got to admit it. And silver today is way down, and pretty much the rest of the profits are gone from that. I did cash out some of it at a profit, but the majority of it's going to be about even or slightly down. So unfortunate, but that was all my fault. I got greedy, and I didn't take the money when I could have. So right now, let's head toward the office. We'll pull over here in a minute, do this meeting, and then I'll be back and update you shortly. Alright, guys, just continuing to the office now. Finished up that meeting, and that was fine. I have another one coming up in about a half hour, so I'd like to get in the office, get my work done, start that meeting, and then head out. Today, temperature is pretty good, actually, 39 degrees outside. Today's high is going to be about 60, but it's raining, just a light rain right now. The rest of the snow from whenever, 2-3 days ago, is melting, should be gone today. So overall, it's going to be a gloomy looking day, but my plan today is to hit the casino at least twice and maybe play some poker today, do some online stuff. If silver pops up at all, sell the rest of it. I still have like 500 ounces physical silver. I know long term that's going to be good, but took a gamble on the other stuff and got greedy, didn't take the money. But that's going to be over now. I won't have to stress about it anymore. And the focus now can go from day-to-day activities to getting ready for Vegas, because tomorrow I won't have to check in the office. And then Monday and Tuesday I'll be in the office, and then leave Wednesday morning. And it's going to be a big trip here. Hopefully it's at least as successful as the last one, and we can build on this and have this be the new norm. So that's what's going on right now. Heading to the casino, and I'll be back to update you. Alright, guys, I am back and still continuing on to the casino here. I do have another meeting starting in 15 minutes, so I don't know. I don't know if I'll make it. I can't make it to the casino that fast. But I think I could just probably put it on while I drive, because I doubt they'll need any input from me. So I think that'll be okay. And by the time I get to the casino, that one will be over. And it looks like the last couple of meetings of the day both got canceled. So I think we're going to be good. So right now, heading to the casino, we're going to play some slots. And then we're going to head over to the poker club probably after lunch, and go from there. I'll be back. Alright, guys, I am back, and it was okay. It was actually interesting. Met someone I didn't know before, so that's good. So I go in, looking around, finding nothing, checked a bunch of stuff, go to the back area, checking some machines, and as I'm finishing up checking the back area, this guy looks at me and nods his head like he knows. I'm like, huh, I've never seen this guy before, but obviously he knows what's going on. So let's see. Um, I did my normal stuff. He was way ahead of me because I was just getting ready to leave that area. He was already gone, and by the time I got to the high limit area, he was sitting at a machine in good position at $15 a spin. Now I know this machine can have medium variance, medium to high. It's a lot better than some of the other machines that have come out lately, but not as good as the original version of the machine, which is always true because whenever they come out with newer versions, they come out with more line hits, but the line pays are less. So when you hit something that used to pay 100 credits, now it pays 75, but you get it more often. So you feel like you're doing better, but it's slowly draining you. Anyway, I walked up to him and he said, "Looks like a good one." I gave him the thumbs up, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm already down on it though." And he had like $600 in it, and so I said, "You good? You got enough to finish it if you need to?" And he said, "Yeah." So I said, "All right, I'm gonna keep walking around. I'll come back and check on you." We don't even know each other, but he seems like a nice guy. Want to make sure that he gets the money that he should get on that play. I'm not trying to screw the guy. So I go play some stuff. I do okay on it, and I come back, and he's got the little spinny wheel, the little wage saver going on the screen, and I'm like, "Oh, this isn't good." And I looked, and the play was gone, but he was still there. And I'm like, "What's going on?" And there was a different play on that wasn't as good, but he had it up on the screen. I said, "What happened?" And he said, "Oh, I lost 800 on it, or 850, something like that, on it." And I said, "Oh man, that sucks." I said, "Are you going to play that?" And he goes, "Yeah, I normally wouldn't, but I'm like, "Hey, you don't have to tell me. I understand. I've been there before." So I said, "Good luck to you on that." And I introduced myself, shook hands with him, and I said, "Good luck. I'll see you later." I went and finished my rounds, came back around, and he was just finishing that one. That one ended up paying him, like, he made a profit of like 200, 250 on it. So he kind of made some of his money back, but it was really unfortunate. Both of them hit in a way that was not very good. Especially the first one hit in a way that pays the absolute least. So I felt bad for him, but seems like a nice guy. Introduced himself to me. I'm going to try to remember his name. I'm so bad with names. And people say the reason that you can't remember names is because you don't care about those people or they're not important enough to you. And that might be true, but I don't mean for it to be that way. I just have a lot of stuff going on in my life, so I'm trying to remember him in a way, his name, associate it with a word, because that's supposed to help. It did help with a guy at work, man. He used to work with me at my old company and always forget his name. And now I remember because of a word association. So anyway, finished up there. I had $158, so plus 158. And right now, I think the list for the poker club opens up in about 5 or 6 minutes. So I think I need to make sure I get in right when it opens, because like the same 9 people or 8 people sign up instantly when it opens up, and I don't want to miss out on it because then I'll end up on a second table that won't open for a long time. So yeah, so that's what's going on right now. Heading toward the poker club, even though it doesn't open up for a long time, and I'll be back to update you. All right, guys, I am at the poker club. I stopped by Chipotle, got some food, and got all my work done in the car, and the club is opening in a few minutes, so I'm going to head in there and see how it goes. Hopefully we have a big day today. It's warming up very nicely outside. You don't need a jacket anymore. It's just like a really nice spring day. The sun is starting to shine. 50 degrees outside right now, and only going to get warmer. So very thankful for that. Very thankful that pretty much all the cold weather is going to be behind us now. Going into April now, and it looks like the beginning of April is going to be warm. So that is good. So let's head in there, make some money, and I'll be back. All right, guys, I am back. Okay, I was in there for 3 hours, grinding and grinding and grinding, and actually did pretty well. I think had really good play. I sniffed out bluffs. I bluffed at the right time. Things just worked out really well. I didn't have the greatest cards, but I probably folded 90% of the hands, 85% of the hands. But I played well. I did a good job, I think. Actually started off pretty well. I won the first 2 hands, and then after that was on a big drought and didn't play hardly any hands for a long, long time. Didn't see that many flops. They did have a special where the first so many people to get flushes would get a bonus, like $100 bonus, and the same guy won it 2 out of the 3 times, and the guy next to him won it the other time. And then they had a free bomb pot where they put the money in for you, and they give you the card, and whoever wins the money. And the same guy won that one too. So, yeah, we watched basketball in there also, and I did do my Caesars bet, and I did my Caesars free bet. So I did my $100 bet with Caesars, which lost at the buzzer, and I did my free bet from Caesars for doing the $100 bet, which also lost at the buzzer. So missed it by 1 point on both of them. So unfortunately, but that means it's a good line, right? When it's close like that, that means the line was good. So overall, I ended up I bought in for 400. I put 200 on the table and never had to reach in for any more, which is always a good feeling when you don't have to reach back in your money to get more. So I had 200 on the table, and at my high point, I was ahead about 500, 505, somewhere in there, and I ended up leaving ahead exactly $300. I didn't even add up my chips. I just had them stacked, and I put them in the rack, and I had all different denominations, and ended up coloring up plus $300. So plus 300 on the poker. Some crazy hands, nothing too crazy. Pocket kings. I had pocket kings against 6-3, and he flopped trips. That one was painful. I had queen 10, and there was an intense hand with queen on the board and a pair on the board, and I ended up betting the river, and they thought about it for 45 seconds, ended up calling me, and they also had queen 10, so that was an interesting one. So yeah, I mean, overall, I've been happy with the performance, especially in Hold'em. Pot limit Omaha, not as much. Still a little bit complex for me. I'm not afraid to say that. There's a lot to that game, and the way that I approach things, I feel like I know nothing until I know everything. I don't know everything about it, all the different angles, the percentages, the ideas, the angles, all those different things. Then I feel like I don't know anything, and I shouldn't be playing. So that's why, until now, poker for me, up until a few years ago, was just mainly recreation. I mean, I did it to make some money too, but I wasn't as good. And now I can say, okay, I can actually make EV doing it. Where before it was like, okay, good call, good fold. Now those things don't matter as much anymore. And I am ahead for the year, not much, but I'm ahead for the year, like $1,000 or so. But I've only played 10 times this year, maybe 15 hours, something like that. So that's still like $70, $80 an hour. That's pretty good. Got a lot of work to do on it, but is it worth it? Talked to a friend online and saw some of the angles that he does to make money online. It's interesting. I signed up for some stuff that you can get some nice bonuses. And I have to think it through because the amount of EV is a little bit lower than what I can do already. It's just a matter of getting enough of a credit line to be able to do it and making a percentage on it, like a 2% or something, cash back on it. That'll make it worthwhile. Right now, I really don't have a good credit card for that. So I need to go through all my credit cards and figure out which ones are good for that and see if I can get limits raised and try to push that a little bit harder, because that's pretty much free money. And as you know, rebates, which is cash back as a rebate, are not taxable. So if you're playing something online and breaking even or losing $10,000 for the year, but your rebates are $90,000 for the year, you made an $80,000 profit. That's tax free because it's a rebate, and technically you lost $10,000. You didn't make $80,000. So that's a good thing there. Right now it's early enough. We're gonna head back to the casino. I have my laptop next to me again. The whole time I was in there, I did not, because I just kept it alive with my phone. So now my phone is at like 20% because I had Teams on it the whole time. But charging my phone, charging my laptop, heading to the casino, and see if we can round out the day in a good way. And I was just thinking as I was leaving that place that part of what's missing in my life right now, and part of what's keeping me more pessimistic, is I'm not talking to any people, no human beings. So it's just me by myself. I'm talking to you, but you don't talk back. So it's not like I have this human interaction that, you know what, yeah, it's okay. Or even with like the silver, I was up all that money, didn't take it out. If I'd asked one person, they would have said, take out half, take out 3/4, leave part of it in, take a risk with it, but at least take what you started with and a little bit more, so no matter what, you have something. And I really didn't do that, and I ended up just about even. And a lot of smarter people than me who listened to me actually made a bunch of money, and I didn't. So anyway, I think that human interaction is a big, big deal in this business, and you kind of go cuckoo when, are you allowed to say that now? You kind of go crazy, nuts, insane, out of your mind when you're by yourself all the time and you don't have that interaction. And when I'm leaving home early in the morning, hardly say anything to anybody, get home lots of times when everybody's already asleep, and the whole time I'm there, I don't want to talk to the pit, I don't want to talk to the dealers. I'm trying to stay under wraps, under the being noticed. Then you have no human interaction, and all you're doing is watching YouTube videos and reading, and you're by yourself the whole time. It's a tough existence, but so let's think about this. Maybe we can help each other out somehow, and maybe create a service for APs that they have discussions every day about like a group thing where they have discussions every day about what's going on with their day and how things are going and stuff like that. And you can get into the I'm going to do that. You can get into the discussion, the chat anytime you want, and talk to somebody. And once you get about 50 people in a group, then there should be enough people that they can help each other enough. I think that's a big deal. Never underestimate your mental health. So anyway, all right, let's head to this casino, make some money. I'll be back. All right, guys, I am back, and that one was not the greatest. It's a long way to get here. And I got there, and I found one play right away and started playing it. And a friend of mine came up to me and was telling me about how badly he was doing. He was down, whatever, 1,400 or 1,600 today at that place. And I told him about what happened earlier with the other guy, and he knew the other guy. I'd never met him before, but we talked for a little while. and then I finished up my play and was down about $31. Then we kind of walked around for a minute and talked, and he was telling me about a play he had. It was a $40 play, and it paid very badly, like under $100. And then I went on and looked around, and I saw him about 10 minutes later, and he saw me playing a game, and he's like, "How do you play this? Like the original?" And I'm like, "Yeah, that's what we normally do. Is when a new version comes out, we start with similar, entry points, and then we learn from there which way to go, unless someone's already done the research and they tell us. But other than that, we got to kind of figure it out for ourselves." And so I played that through and ended up doing okay on that one. And then found another play, which amazingly was on the same machine that I started at when I first got there, on 2 different levels on that machine, and played those through, and overall ended up ahead $34. Yeah, 34 big ones. So yeah, I mean, you never know. Sometimes you walk in, you make $1,000. Other times you walk in, you make 0, or you lose a little bit. But you got to keep going through the motions and doing what you know is positive expected value, and things will kind of shake out in the end and settle where they should, hopefully. But anyway, let's. Right now, I'm going to head toward home, and I don't know if I'm going to do anything else. I did do, like I said, some stuff online earlier, but I don't know if I'm going to do too much else. I forgot to publish yesterday's episode, so I'll do that here in a second as well. What did you eat today, MW? Today I had Chipotle, which was pretty good. Chicken, it was all right. I give it probably a 9 on a scale of 2 through 8, which is pretty good for Chipotle these days. And what did you tip today, MW? I think I tipped a total of $14, maybe $13. Usually it was $1. Every once in a while I would tip $2 on a hand. And what did you learn today, MW? I was talking to this guy that I met online. Just kind of revitalized me a little bit to go back out there and try to make those small 0.5%, 1% things online that I've been doing, but I kind of slacked off a little bit because it was easy, because I was busy and my Wells Fargo card was cut off and all that kind of stuff, and I really didn't go for too much else. But I need to get back into that and really start hitting it hard and make that money while it's still available, because I feel like maybe by the end of this year it may not be a possibility anymore. So let's get out there and make that money. Really, that's about it. Tomorrow is going to be a long travel day, which I hate on Friday, but it needs to be done. And what else was I going to say about tomorrow? Oh, I don't need to check in at the office because I was there earlier today, and the computer has me as being there, so I don't have to stress about that. So we should be able to go right from home to our first stop. And yeah, that's really pretty much it. Right now, it is unbelievably nice outside. I mean, when I was on my way to this casino a little bit ago, it wasn't anywhere close to this. Now it's almost completely clear skies. My car says 69 degrees outside, and just absolutely beautiful. And we'll get home and enjoy the time with the kids and all that kind of stuff, because I need that time. So what's today? Thursday. Tomorrow 70 degrees. Tomorrow's low is 42, but a chance for rain. So yeah, we should be fine. I don't think we're going to need any extra drive time or anything. Tomorrow we do have some meetings, so we'll have to be mindful of that. I think I already know where I'm going to stop tomorrow. Let me see how much gas I have. Too many options on the screen. Are you serious? One more. Drive safely. Okay. Oh, no. No, that's not the right one. Okay. Yeah, I got plenty of fuel to get there, so no problem. So yeah, I know exactly where I'll stop tomorrow. And tomorrow's meeting is just our team meeting. So we'll stop and do that, and then we'll be free the rest of the day. So for now, I'm going to let you go. We'll catch up tomorrow. If you have any questions or comments, my email is mwusa21@gmail.com, mwusa21@gmail.com. See you next time.